Hey you guys, and welcome back to Rooted Homeschool. If you're new here, I'm Christina and I'm a mom of 5 kids ranging in ages from 18 months all the way up to 13 years old. In today's video, I'm sharing with you our morning basket that I put together for the upcoming school year. Morning basket is not something that we've technically done as morning basket. However, we've done elements of it. I'll talk to you a little bit about that. If you saw my homeschool cart clean out and organization a month or so ago, I shared with you guys the summer morning basket that I put together, which was a little bit bigger of a bin because it was summertime and we weren't officially homeschooling through the summer, so it had a lot more stuff in there. So I've recently pared it down. I have it in a smaller basket and I have less things in here. So I wanted to share with you guys what will be in our morning basket for the upcoming school year. We had already started utilizing this morning basket in the last few weeks, and I've been meaning to share it with you guys. So when Emily from A Woman on a Journey reached out to me about this collab, I thought perfect because I've been wanting to share my morning basket anyways. So Emily from A Woman on a Journey is hosting this collab today, and there are a bunch of other moms joining in on this collab as well. I am so excited to watch everyone's videos because I love to see what everyone else does for morning basket, different ideas that they have, and kind of how they implement it in their home. So although I call it morning basket, it's more like our family time basket because it's not always in the morning. And I know some families strictly do this in the morning to start out their day, and that's part of their rhythm, and I absolutely love that idea. That's just not necessarily what works for us right now, and not necessarily how we'll do it throughout the school year. So we try most days to do this in the morning. Some days it works just fine, and some days not so much. And the not so much is mostly because of the 2 toddlers we have. We have a 2.5, almost 3-year-old, and an 18-month-old. So sometimes it gets a little too tricky to make it work. So sometimes we'll pull out a busy bin for them and they are busy and playing on the floor while we do this, and sometimes it just becomes too much. So we end up waiting till nap time and we do it then. Sometimes we do this at nighttime as part of like our settle in family time, bedtime routine sort of thing. So it's more like our family time basket, but it is better known as a morning basket. So let me show you what's inside. So first thing I want to share with you guys, I saw from my friend Jamie over at Simply Living It. She shared this over on Instagram stories, and this is actually by another sweet homeschool mama friend, Jamie Kite. So if you don't know Jamie at Simply Living It or Jamie Kite, I'm sure you guys do because like who doesn't? But if you don't, I'm gonna link both of their channels below because I know Jamie also just came out with a morning basket video that I have not gotten a chance to watch yet, but I cannot wait. And Jamie Kite is where you can get this beautiful daily affirmations that I'm going to share with you. This is brand new to our morning basket, and it is who Jesus says I am, and it is absolutely beautiful. I reached out to Jamie Kite, and she has her winter morning basket from like, I don't know, over 6 months ago now, that this was linked in the description box. So I'll link that video down below as well so that you can go grab this. I just printed this on cardstock. I laminated it in my matte laminating sheets that you guys know I love if you've been around. And actually before I laminated it, I did use my corner punch to sort of round the edges. Then I just laminated it and trimmed off the edges. So this is beautiful. I'm super excited about this. Next up are 2 things from Thistles and Biscuits that I've shared before, but this is how we use them as part of our morning time or family time basket. The first is the Roots of the Earth, which is a conservation unit. And it, as usual with Thistles and Biscuits, is absolutely beautiful. And it is all about conservation, explaining the different things like endangered species, endangered life, ocean threats, deforestation, all of those things, and then leads into like what we can do to help conservation efforts. So we've been loving this and we'll continue doing this as part of our morning basket. The next one is Woven Melodies, and this is actually a year-long music curriculum. This is how we'll be studying music this year. I love it because it is not traditional classic music instruction. This is music around the world. So it's a multicultural music study. There are flashcards that go along with each of the instruments. It is absolutely beautiful. I have this in here, but I also screencast it to my TV. If we are doing morning basket in the living room, I screencast it to the TV so that they can see it. And then I click directly on the links, and those pop up right on YouTube on my TV, because there are links to examples, multiple examples of each of these instruments. So we have been loving this, and I can't wait to continue. There's also a student workbook that I did not create as workbooks for them, but I will I'll print out some of the pages here and there as I see fit. I haven't completely nailed down how I'm going to use those yet, but you can just print them and bind them just like I did this one, put them in a binder, however you want to use those for your kids if you decide to do this. I do, as always, have a 10% discount code for you guys linked in the description box below. It is Rooted10, and my link to Thistles and Biscuits is down below in the description box. Next up, I just have our current Read-Alouds. It's just kind of funny because this one is still kicking around. We're still about halfway through. The Prophet, the Shepherd, and the Star. Highly recommend this one. I've shared about this a bunch of times on my channel, and this is a fantasy story that includes animals, but it is following the story of the Bible from Elijah to Jesus. Next read aloud that we've been doing that's in here is Farmer Boy. So we're still not quite halfway through this. We've been taking our time with it, but that's in here. Something that we just recently started is Me and My Feelings. We're starting off the year focusing on like feelings and social emotional learning. So this one we're doing together as a family. We have A Content Heart Bible study that we're doing. There's a book for each family member. This is from Not Consumed Ministries. I've linked them down below as well. And the way this Bible study works, there are multiple different themes and topics, but everyone does their own study, their own pages, and then you come together to discuss as a family so that everybody feels like they have something to contribute. So we love this as well. A book that we haven't started yet, we keep meaning to start it, is Black Heroes of the American Revolution. So I tucked this in here so that we don't forget to get started on this. This is part of our O Freedom U.S. History curriculum, which is literature based. So some of the books we'll keep right in here while we're reading them. Another one that's in here is 10 Boys Who Use Their Talents. And this is all about like people who have used their talents for God. We don't read or do all of these things every day. I just kind of go with the flow and see what we're into that day, or maybe what we haven't done in the last few days, and then that's how I select what we're doing. Sometimes this will last 10 minutes, sometimes it'll last an hour. It really just depends. Last couple things I want to share with you guys are things that I have in here to kind of keep some movement, keep little hands busy. I have this little summer yoga book in here. This came in my knowledge crate that I shared with you guys an unboxing of, and I also have a discount code that I'll link in the description box for Knowledge Crate. It's amazing. You can go back and watch my unboxing video. There are so many fun things in those, and so I like to have this in here for movement. I have a couple little numbers flashcards for my little guy who is learning his numbers. I usually have at least one Pop-It. I had like 5 of them, but they disappear all over the house because the kids love these. And then last thing that I'm just starting to include in here so that we remember to use it even more, because I do really love these and so do they. These are for my 2.5, almost 3-year-old and my 6-year-old, and these are our travel boards from Chock Full of Design. And there are 4 in here. You can buy them in specific packs or kind of create your own. So I have the numbers, I have just the blank lines specifically for Gia, who's learning how to like spell and write and all of those things. I have shapes mostly for my Seppi. And then I have letters as well. And then it comes in this little chalk holder so that it makes it a little bit easier. The chalk doesn't break, they don't get their hands all chalky, all of those things. I'll also link Chock Full of Design below because I have a discount code for them as well. So that is it. That is what's in our family time basket, or better known as morning basket. I'm sure that this will change. It doesn't stay the same. It won't stay the same through the whole year, but this is what we are starting off with. Let me know if you have any of the same things in your morning basket, if you even do morning basket, if you have other things that you might recommend for us to try. I love to always try new things and see if it works for us. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, introduce yourself in the comments below. I love to get to know you guys. If you are not already following us over on Instagram, you can follow us there at rooted_homeschool. Don't forget to check out Emily's video. Thank you so much, Emily, for hosting this collaboration. And also check out the playlist to all the other moms who are sharing what's in their morning basket and also how they do morning basket. So I'll definitely be checking those out. And I hope to see you soon in one of my next videos. Until next time, stay rooted.